Pisces gang, 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 gang. What it do? What it do, my Pisceans? Hope you guys are doing super fantastic. You already know it's your girl, Empress 777 here today with a general love message for my Pisces gang, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. These messages, however, are general, you guys, okay? Take what resonates with you, leave the rest for whoever it's here for. Cross watchers, you may place yourself where you belong in the storyline. You are also welcome. Please click that like button and the subscribe button. I'm not spending no more time on anything else. This, I'm extremely taken aback by the pre-shuffle in and of itself. Very mixed energy going on here, you guys, okay? Lots of ups and downs. It's going to be very important for you to keep yourself grounded in this next cycle. Now, of course, tarot is fluid, right? So this could be something that is currently happening. I don't get that this happened in the past. I feel like this is getting ready to happen. I can't even decipher whether or not this is a new love message, a current love message, or old love. I do know that new love is here, or it has currently shown up for you. But I also feel older energies grasping and holding on to you energetically as well. It's wild. Shall we start with the new? You like, no, get the bad shit out of the way first. No, let's start with the new first. Let's start with the new first because that's what came out initially. All right, very first card out. First of all, let me just pull both of these cards, all right? We have Only You and we have New Love. This was the first card out, so it got me very excited. I also started to feel extremely warm. I had to like turn on my air, turn on a little personal fan. I don't know if you guys can hear it. It's on blast, bitch, because I am sweating. It's a very hot and spicy energy with you and whoever this new person is. There is a lot of magnetism. Okay, I feel like there's going to be a pull between the two of you, a imaginary pull. I feel like you're not going to be able to keep your hands off of each other. In fact, this might even start out as something more physical than emotional, but the emotions will come thereafter, right? This is being divinely guided and it's all happening in divine timing. Now, here's the bamboozlement, right? You're like, bamboozlement? Who's getting bamboozled? Well, not you, bitch, not you. Somebody from your past is going to feel very much bamboozled. Yeah. So the new love says, forgive me, but I found a new love who makes me feel alive. Are you really asking for forgiveness? Yeah, I don't think you are. I don't think you are. I feel like that's a little bit condescending with a little bit of your savageness coming out. This person played themselves. Like this older energy, they had this coming. They had a long time coming. They may have had a lot of chances, this person, right? Where in the past you weren't able to move on from them. So you may have given them chances that they were undeserving of, but that has all changed. And this newer energy has you seeing like romance in a totally different way. You may be thinking that you're just going to be friends with benefits, but that's not the case. I'm sorry to bust your bubble, but that's not what's happening here. It will start out more physical and those emotions are going to get revved up before you know it. We have Only You, right? So it's giving me this energy where you and the new person, neither one of you are saying like we're exclusive or I'm not effing anybody else or I'm not seeing anybody else, but that's exactly what the both of you are doing. Neither one of you are going to want to touch, look at, talk to, kick it with, skate with nobody else except them and them you. It says, I'm not seeing anyone else if that's what you're wondering, right? So that's what really sticks out to me, that if that's what you're wondering card, because I feel like this goes on for a little while. There's no communication about exclusivity. There's no communication about who are we to each other, where are we going, the deets and all of that. You're just having fun. Both of you are pretty much having fun with one another. I do feel like there is an extreme sex drive here. Whoever this is, this new person, if you're like, girl, I'm celibate, then this might not be you. Whoever these people are, they into some things, okay? Okay, they into some intimate things. If you look at the images on these cards, it's not a lie, sis. It's not a lie, bruh. Look, okay. And I'm hearing just very randomly, can I play with your panty line? That's what I heard. What? Yeah, it's getting a little freaky-deaky. It's getting a little freaky-deaky. I want out. I don't want to get that deep into your reading, but that's what I feel. The emotions do come sometime thereafter, but I feel like divine timing is at play. The two of you are much more physically attached and engaging in the beginning. Now, this could be why this older energy has been like sitting on the sideline. The reason why there will be extreme bamboozlement felt by this older person is because they've been waiting. All right, they're still waiting. You know, legs up. This person don't look like they're moving anytime soon. Legs up in the bench, right? Glasses on, totally unbothered, right? Shoulder pads on up to the ceiling, bitch, right? It says, I've been slow to return, but maybe it's because I know you'll be waiting. Boy, when they get mollywopped over the head by this, I want to be there. I want to be there. It's only going to amplify to this older energy what they've lost. Because I feel like when the two of you disconnected, whoever this person is, there was a little bit of an air of arrogance and just a really non-caring and like a phase of like, I don't really give a fuck, right? Like they were partying, they were living their best life. It says, been partying with my friends to avoid being alone at home. They've had a lot of attention, a lot of validation coming from elsewhere. So they didn't really have to pay attention to you and what they've known to happen, which is it's the end. You've come to the end of the road. Like it's truly done. And maybe in some parts of their mind, they never actually thought it would be done, right? So I feel like you're either going to be online with this new person. Maybe the two of you are spotted in like a friend of a friend's pictures online. You might be the one posting it. This individual might be the one posting it, but tags you in it, the new person, right? I do get that they're going to see you. So they're either going to see you out in public with lots of PDA. Sucking face, bitch. Okay, in both of these cards. In their mind, they're like, you never let me kiss you like that in public. Like, you never kissed me like that in public. You were not. Yeah, you're not that girl though. Okay, you're not that guy though. You're not the one. You're not the one. There's also this sentiment of them seeing you have a life that you were possibly asking for from the wrong person, and now somebody else is giving it to you, okay? Because I feel like this would be the type of person who will say, like, nobody is going to do that. You're asking for too much. You're doing the most. Like, please, okay? Whatever you're asking for, well, what I'm giving you is the best that it gets. With the intention that you would never move on. Boy, are they going to be so embarrassed. Yeah, they're going to feel really stupid. It says, I'm learning my divine lessons and will soon be by your side. It's giving crazy. I feel like this person will soon become obsessed with you. You guys, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to say that. I don't get that they are an endangerment. Like, they're not dangerous, but they are in a nuisance. They may start blowing up your phone. They may pull up. They may just be texting you like aggressively soon. Okay, it says, I've written you several texts, but in the end, I chicken out, right? It's as soon as they feel that you've energetically detached, because I do feel like once you get involved with this new person, your emotions, just that energetic pull is just not there. You truly are unfazed, right? You truly are unfazed, and you truly feel a real connection with this new person. So there's really no reason for you to lose sleep, right? Like, there's no reason. You might even be the one partying. So this new person may be a partier, right? It does feel a lot less serious in the beginning. That is not something to turn up your eyebrow to, right? Like, you don't have to, this is not to be worried about. You don't need to be worried about this. You need to lean into this fun. Okay, allow yourself to have this fun. Give yourself permission to let loose, feel liberated. Give yourself permission to stay out late, right? I feel like this energy, this new person has you really outside the box, baby. They have you outside. What box, bitch? The box is not even there. Okay, you sold it for free. Okay. They are changing some shit up. They have you doing some things out of the ordinary. And they're really opening you up to a new version of yourself. Okay, Pisces 2.0. Lo and behold, this past person was expecting to come back to the same person. And I do feel like this possessiveness, okay, there is a bit of possessiveness in their mind, and this obsession. Oh my gosh, see, listen to me. I am not making this up. I do not make shit up. These cards do not lie. You are very much so unfazed. They don't entirely know how you accomplished this. Okay? You recognize ways in which the connection with them was not true to who you are, or it at least is not true to who you are now. Now you outside, bitch. You outside. Okay? You're having the time of your life. This new energy is like a whole vibe. You're like, and you're different to your friends, to your family. You're talking different. You're using different lingo. Like, you are very much so outside of that box. Like I said, you gave the box away for free. You're no longer waiting for life to happen. You're fucking making life happen. That's it. That's all. And you may be standing 10 toes down on this in reference to the old energy. It's like once you get on top of somebody else, somebody new, or underneath her. Okay? It's a lot of fucking going on here. I'm just saying. I'm sorry. We're going to keep it PG, you guys. We're going to keep it PG, but I'm just saying it's a lot going on here. It's mutual. Once you get a taste of that new thing, it's like the old thing just ain't hitting the same for you, is it? You know what I'm saying? It's just not hitting the same anymore. If this old energy contacts you and you've already engaged with this new person, because that's how it's feeling, I feel like you will be deeply enthralled in this new thing. It's fresh. It's new. It is exciting. It's exhilarating. It's definitely out of character for you, but you are open to it, right? You're open to it. And I feel like that's when this older energy comes sniffing back around, because they can feel it. They can feel the detachment, right? They can feel the unfazedness. They can feel the indifference, right? And if this person is a bit territorial, which I feel like they are, I feel like they are a bit territorial, even over people that they don't do right, you know? For them, they didn't come back. They didn't try to run after you or chase you, because they felt like they already had you with this waiting game card, right? So the fact that you're moving and out and about, zipping it and zoning it outside of them, you're going to the club now? That's what I heard. What? Since when do you go to house parties? Since when do you go to the club? Since when are you out and about, even solo? You and your friends, these new friends? Do I know these people? Like, what do you mean you're going out of the country? Don't you? You've never taken off work before. You're calling out today? Who are you? Who are you? What are you talking about? Getting a taste of this new is changing you, babe, okay? It's changing everything, and it's also going to change the way you interact with this older energy. In fact, they won't even know you, okay? And you will no longer want to know them. It's like, go home, Roger, you know? Like just leave me the fuck alone. I don't want you, okay? They're going from arrogant to Keith Sweat, bitch, in 2.5 seconds, begging. Like Jodeci ho. Right? The waiting game, and then this. I'm not making a move. You know where to find me. Only you never came looking. Now did you? And the more time went on, the more that they waited, right? The more that they wanted to know. And however long that time lapse is, the longer it gets, the more engulfed this person wants to become in knowing what you're doing. Because if you're not contacting me, then what the fuck are you doing? It's the arrogance. You see what I'm saying? I don't get that you're in love with this new person when the old energy comes back around, but you are extremely intrigued. You are turned on and turned out, baby. This old person looks like gutter butt. It's giving real gutter butt. It's giving real, bargain shop, okay? It's giving real generic, okay? Even though it's not too deep with the new thing just yet, the emotions will transpire eventually. Oh, okay, my trust is earned though, right? And this is possibly why you're taking it a little bit slower with this new person, but you're still open to all of the ways in which they're showing up. I feel like this new energy is putting in all the effort. They are planning some outrageous dates, okay? Some outrageous outings, okay? They may have a very extroverted energy or way about them. They are extremely exciting. They may talk a lot, be very talkative is what I'm hearing. But when they talk, they have something to say that may really stick out for you. Wow, this just came out for Aquarius. So I have plans for us. This person also plans for the future. Okay. And there's something very, there's something to be said about the way that this person makes you feel secure, because I feel like you're doing a lot of shit that you wouldn't normally do, but it's only because that trust is there and it's built rapidly over a short amount of time. So this person has you trusting in yourself, right? Like you trusted in yourself anyway, but I feel like they have you trusting in them quicker than you would have ever done in the past. Does that mean that you're moving into exclusivity immediately? No, absolutely not. In fact, it may take 3 to 4 months before the two of you even look at each other in that way, but the feelings will build over time. No, it feels more like, okay, so you know that scene, is it the Titanic? Where she falls over the boat, right? And then he's like, do you trust me? Like, give me your hand, you know? And she's literally like trusting this man with her life. This man that she just fucking met, right? Okay, because if his hand slips, she's gone. She's gone in the wind, honey. You do know how that movie ended, right? Okay, let's not even talk about that. Let's just think about that one isolated incident. You had to trust a stranger. And there was something within his eyes, right? The sincerity in his voice, the empathy within his reach, all of that, that made her feel like, okay, I trust you. Help me. Like, I trust you, you know? Okay, I'll take your hand. Okay, I'll go here with you. Okay, we can do this, right? Like, it's you and this person, right? Like, it's like nothing's too deep, but the deeper that they reach their hand out to take you into a deeper form of this connection, there's no hesitation whatsoever. I'ma just say that. Okay? Now, I want you to enjoy this, okay? You need to trust the process. I do feel like they're saying divine timing is at play. You are meant to have this last laugh. And I do feel like it will be a key, baby. You like, girl, what's that? That's a hearty laugh from your deep gut belly. This is meant to happen. You're meant to be fully engulfed in this new connection so that when this old person comes back around, you're going to you will have no doubt in your mind that it had to end, that this would never work. You're also going to be able to see how much you put into it versus how much you got back. And that might actually make you angry. Temper your anger, because they don't matter. Are they just going to walk away if you reject them? No. This person is here to stay for quite some time. In fact, they're going to try to make it so that you are too overwhelmed to deal with this new person anymore, right? They're going to want to make their presence known, right? They may show up out of the blue. If they have your address, they may call excessively. They may show up to your job. They may show up at places that they think that you like to attend. So if you go to the same bar after work, or if you like to go to happy hour, if you do lunch with your coworkers at the same spot, they know things about you. They know patterns that you may have acquired over however long they dated you, and they're going to try to use that to their advantage to kind of show up, pop up. They may be following you online to kind of gauge or catch your location. So just be very careful and cognizant about what you are posting. Okay. I would not advise posting online. Oh, y'all missing out at such and such bar every Friday. They got 3 to 5. They got happy hour. You okay? Okay. Buy one, get one. Mimosas on brunch on Sundays, bitch. They gonna always find me there. You might not want to do that. Somebody is watching. And I don't get that they're watching from an account that you would recognize who they are. Okay? They might even have like a celebrity's picture as their profile pic, something like that. They are watching from like a dummy account. I often check on your social media to see what you're up to exactly, especially if they recognize that you're not up to anything with them. It's really bothering them, in fact, that you haven't showed back up, or that when they show back up, your number has changed, or that you've moved, or that so much has changed in your life since the two of you have disengaged that they do recognize that you're a different and totally new person. Just be careful with this person trying to trigger how you've changed, right? It's almost as if they're trying to like pick on the ways in which you've evolved, right? Pick on your spiritual ways, your intuition, pick on what you require now, something like that, right? Like to try and knock you down a few pegs, but that's not for all of you. See, we have girl with the snake. So empath and narcissist paradigm. This is also why this person would have been waiting. This is also why this person would have talked themselves out of sending those messages. I do feel like they have written long dissertations. This would not have been confessions of their love for you. This is them being irate about you not coming back, or apologizing, or extending an olive branch, or just letting them go, moving on, letting go of the history, all of that stuff. I don't get that this is somebody who was like apologizing, taking accountability, or trying to get on the same page in those messages. They're still not in that headspace. This person still feels like they are quite all right in what they did. And this may also be why you may be so eager to just rub this in their face real good, like, okay, we have date. I love this for you, you guys, okay? So this is about meeting someone new, all right? This is about, getting back out there, putting yourself back out there. This could also be about a plan, right? Plans or for setting a date. Now, this new energy, like I said, they plan some outrageous outings, okay? They're going to be really into like, having experiences, right? Having life experiences, doing fun things in order for the two of you to just be able to spend time with one another. They're going to make excuses to be around you more than just in the bedroom. You're going to notice that as well. Oh, okay. My trust is earned though. And I feel like that's also something that has changed within you. This trust the plan card. I feel like that energy is coming from the old person, right? They're getting ready to get like a swift kick in the fucking face by karma, by way of you standing 10 toes down on your worth. And you also choosing better, right? Choosing something that's more authentic to who you are now. Wow. Soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. I love this for you, you guys. Okay, so this is a soulmate connection. This would also be why that trust is coming in so abruptly, okay? This person will not do anything to break that trust. In fact, you may feel like you found like somebody who is the girl version or the boy version of you. They seem very similar to you, but very different at the same time. And the ways in which they are different are ways that turn you on. That's what I'll say. Okay, I'm hearing sweet like honey. Baby, come and get your supper. That's what I'm hearing. It's like all of these food references and can I play with your panty line and all of these sexual innuendos. The two of you may have some really like witty ways. Okay, back and forth. Banter, sexual banter, back and forth, but in a very witty manner. It's not so like the naked ear is what they're saying. People who don't actually know you won't be able to recognize that you're actually having like a sexual conversation out in public, or there's a way that the two of you look at one another. Now, I don't want to make it seem like that's all that's going on here, because it's not. I just feel like that's how it starts. And don't deceive yourself into thinking that this is just a sexual connection. It's not. Otherwise, you will get mollywopped over the side of your head with the emotions that transpire soon thereafter. Yes, enjoy the ride, but also recognize that this is a soulmate. So the more that the two of you spend time together outside of the bedroom, the more those feelings will envelop. There's a strong magnetic attraction. And we have great love is worth taking the steps you are guided to take. This person is putting in all the effort. They're making you recognize why it wouldn't have worked with anybody else, let alone this narcissist from your past. I feel like this narcissist almost can smell. You know how a vampire can smell blood? I feel like this person can almost smell that you're like happy. And that could potentially be the only reason, right? That they're coming back to throw you off track, to deter you from your plan, to see that they still have it. Any of those things could be their thought patterns, their thought processes. Now let's pull 2 of these cards. I don't get that the old energy is showing up in reference to you choosing them. It's just to prepare you, because you don't see this coming. So, see, we have the full moon in Libra. Embrace the flow of life. That is the embodiment of this soulmate connection. You doing some wild shit with this person. Not illegal shit, just like things that you would have never expected to do. I can't even come up with one example, because it could be different for all of you, right? You could use some of the examples that I mentioned earlier, like taking off of work when that's something that you've never been known to do, right? Or trying something new, or being spontaneous and going out after work, right? Or going out on the weekend. Maybe you're a homebody, right? Going somewhere that you've never been before, right? For some of you, it may potentially be leading you to do things that is outside of this new connection, meaning you have the time of your life in this connection, and it opens up your own flow towards your bliss. So it's affecting you in other areas of your life as well. So outside of this person, you may now all of a sudden be taking up that hobby that you've always wanted to do. You're finally doing something about it, right? You're finally investing in something, or you're researching something, or you're going back to school. There's this inspiring energy that comes from off of this connection. I don't get that you're correlating this person with this new zest and zeal and this new inspired way of life, but that's exactly where it's stemming from, right? It's at least opening that door towards the inspiration that's going to help you grow and evolve. And you are growing. You are. They are saying that you're going to need to relinquish control over the flow. Let things remain in flow. Don't go against the current. Go with the current. And they're especially pointing this out in reference to this nothing deep card, because you may have set in stone in your mind that this is not going anywhere deep. This is just a do boy. This is just a do girl. This is just somebody that I have fun with, right? This is somebody that we party, we hang out, we go out, we have a good time, but I can't take this person seriously. That would be a mistake. You need to see all ends of this spectrum, okay? And what you're going to recognize is that this person is only this way with you. In fact, they're not seeing anybody else. Even if they look like a player or a playette on the outside, like, you capture them immediately. We have new moon in Aquarius. Open to change. One more, please. And we have last quarter moon in Gemini. Clear your mind. You may be dealing with a Gemini from your past, or currently dealing with a Gemini. They could both be Geminis, all right? Or you may have that somewhere within your natal chart, or they do. Geminis are twin. It's the twin energy. And that shit is dual, right? It has duality. It can change very abruptly. More specifically, if it is a unawakened Gemini, right? One that is operating on the lower scale of vibrations, then it could get that Jekyll and Hyde energy, which is also known as narcissistic energy, right? So they want you to keep an open mind. There's some love bombing there. There's some energy wanting to clear your mind of the bullshit, right? But the bullshit is still there. So they can show up one way, but be totally another way as soon as you start to trust, right? There's a mask. I feel like that is the energy in which this older person is coming from. I don't get that you will be bamboozled by this, however, because you are well on your way to recognizing the changes, why they had to happen. The why is important. Okay, especially if you consider yourself to be analytical or one that needs all of the answers. The why could be the reason why you go back to something, right? Because if you don't understand why it ended, then it's just like, maybe I need to understand again, right? Maybe I need to do it again. Maybe I need to do it again. So knowing the why is what's creating this abrupt cut of this soul tie. I really need to applaud those of you who have experienced this, who are still going through this. This is no easy feat, and this person is not giving up. The older energy. You are being led to lean more into the fun, lean more into your bliss. Doing so is what's going to allow you to be able to decipher the way your energy feels with one person versus another, right? Who respects your boundaries and who doesn't, with the Page of Cups in the reverse. Who depletes you, who fills you up. It's very simple, is what they're saying. But I feel like for most people, it's not that easy, depending on how long that connection from the past has been in your life, how you feel about that person currently, right? If there's still any remnants of emotions there, you are cutting a soul tie, but it still feels, it's painful. Yeah, see, we have the Page of Wands. So this new energy could be showing up right on time. There is still some pain and muck that you're still working through based on what you've been through in the past, but I feel like you're going to be able to get through that just fine. And we have this King of Cups here. I feel like this person wants to really get to know you. They want to show you a good time. They're going to be extremely enveloped in who you are. This is somebody who doesn't lead with emotions, for they feel like emotions are something that's earned, and that is true. We have the Seven of Cups. So you have multiple options here, right? Both old and new. That is suggested in both of these next cards. Page of Swords is the new energy. So the page is showing up in reference to the new person is just like, it's the beginning, right? It's the blossoming of a new connection. It's the getting to know each other phase. It's the getting to know each other's body phase. It's the getting to know who we are, what we want, what we desire. Do we align? Are we equally yoked? All those things that happen in the beginning to see if it will actually work. And then we have somebody who does feel an obsessive, possessive attachment towards you and towards what they deem to have had with you in the past. So it's wild. It's a lot going on here. It's going to be important for you, like I said, to stay well meditated and to understand why things are happening a certain way. We have that Knight of Swords with the Devil card, right? Somebody who's coming in abruptly, fast, in a hurry now, all of a sudden. Okay, because they feel you slipping away. We have that Eight of Cups. We have the Eight of Cups as well as the Wheel of Fortune. So this is a major life change that's occurring for you by way of this soulmate connection. We did see the card that says, or signifies true love. And I feel like that's what we're dealing with here. Once you have the real thing, can you really go back to the, to the knockoff? You know what I'm saying? I feel like the old person is offering knockoffs, you know? It's not even a dupe, bitch. It's just fake. It's just fake. So let's go on over to the extended. I want to really dig deep in over in the extended. Okay, we're going to tie it all up. It's both old and new here. I'm trying to keep it as separate as possible. Okay, I want to really see what will make the connection work with this newer energy and what will potentially make it not work. Okay, let's also see what have they overcome and what were their past connections like. This will let you know why this person is the way that they are and if that actually works for you. Okay, let's look to see why they are actually single according to the divine. What's their toxic trait, if any? All right, that'll let you know if there's a deal breaker here for you or not. Let's also see what their exes would say about them. All right, that'll let you know if there are any warnings that you need to know about. What would a return investment look like for you if you were to invest in this new energy? I'll also look to see what the outcome is going to be with the older energy, whether you decide to re-engage or disengage. What are they looking to accomplish here? And I'll also look at their next steps, okay? And then we're going to look at the best possible outcome in the near future for the new and the old, and we'll get your advice from the divine in reference to how you can remain in flow with your bliss and cultivate the life that you desire of fulfillment and happiness in the least amount of time, like tomorrow. Okay, now click that like button and the subscribe button. I'm going to put the link for the extended reading down below in the description box, and I'm going to see y'all over there. Let go.